It was evening. Narendra was sitting in a room downstairs. He was smoking and describing to M the yearning of his soul. No one else was with them. Narendra, I was meditating here last Saturday when suddenly I felt a peculiar sensation in my heart. M. It was probably the awakening of the Kundalini. Narendra. Probably it was. I clearly perceived the Ida and the Pingala nerves. I asked Hazra to feel my chest. Yesterday I saw him, meaning the master, upstairs and told him about it. I said to him, all the others have had their realization. Please give me some. All have succeeded. Shall I alone remain unsatisfied? M. What did he say to you? Narendra. He said, why don't you settle your family affairs first and then come to me? You will get everything. What do you want? I replied, it is my desire to remain absorbed in samadhi continually for 3 or 4 days. Only once in a while coming down to the sense plane to eat a little food. Thereupon he said to me, you are a very small-minded person. There is a state even higher than that. All that exists art thou. It is you who sing that song. M. Yes. He always says that after coming down from samadhi, one sees that it is God Himself who has become the universe, the living beings, and all that exists. The Ishvara Kotis alone can attain that state. An ordinary man can at most attain samadhi, but he cannot come down from that state. Narendra, he, the master, said, settle your family affairs and then come to me. You will attain a state higher than samadhi. I went home this morning. My people scolded me, saying, why do you wander about like a vagabond? Your law examination is near at hand, and you are not paying any attention to your studies. You wander about aimlessly. M. Did your mother say anything? Narendra. No. She was very eager to feed me. She gave me venison I ate a little, though I didn't feel like eating meat. M. And then? Narendra. I went to my study at my grandmother's. As I tried to read, I was seized with a great fear, as if studying were a terrible thing. My heart struggled within me. I burst into tears. I never wept so bitterly in my life. I left my books and ran away. I ran along the streets. My shoes slipped from my feet. I didn't know where. I ran past a haystack and got hay all over me. I kept on running along the road to Cossipore. Narendra remained silent a few minutes and then resumed. Narendra, since reading the Vivek Chudamani, I have felt very much depressed. In it, Shankaracharya says that only through great tapasya and good fortune does one acquire these three things: a human birth, the desire for liberation, and refuge with the great soul. I said to myself, I have surely gained all these three. As a result of great tapasya, I have been born a human being. Through great tapasya again, I have the desire for liberation. And through great tapasya, I have secured the companionship of such a great soul. M. Ah, Narendra, I have no more taste for the world. I do not relish the company of those who live in the world. Of course, with the exception of one or two devotees. Narendra became silent again. A fire of intense renunciation was burning within him. His soul was restless for the vision of God. He resumed the conversation. Narendra to M. You have found peace. But my soul is restless. You are blessed indeed. M did not reply, but sat in silence. He said to himself, Sri Ramakrishna said that one must pant and pine for God. Only then may one have the vision of him. Immediately after dusk, M went upstairs. He found Sri Ramakrishna asleep.